person dropped off my supply, and told me that I could expect a new supply on the 3rd of every month. If a shipment is lost or stolen, it will not be replaced. It is a limited supply, so it is to be sold only to an exclusive clientele, provided by Ms. Gonzalez. So I agreed not to resell it, or share it with anyone outside of that small circle of valued customers, without pre-approval by Ms. Gonzalez. These women, most of whom I only knew by reputation, they were the real movers and shakers of South Beach and Lincoln Road. But I could not allow myself to be intimidated by them, so I approached them as equals. I gave them each a small jar of the product, and waited for the phone to ring. They were all very powerful women. I was afraid that they wouldn't call. It turns out I had nothing to worry about. They all called, and they were all very interested in this facial cream. They wanted in on the operation, and not just as customers of the Rouge on Rouge Beauty Company. They were pumping me for information from the start, like I was going to give anything away. And like me, they all wanted a piece of the action. I could tell they were already looking for weaknesses, openings, opportunities that they could exploit. They were trying to position themselves to push me aside the minute they got a chance to, eliminate the middleman between you and the source, and then copy, clone, or take over the middleman's operation for themselves and then eliminate the competition. Business 101, and with each step they take, getting one step closer to the source. It was clear that I was swimming with sharks. It was clear that my clients were some of the most dangerous business leaders in all of South Beach. I did not see a dolphin or a fish type among them. So I never lowered my guard and remembered when I was dealing with them that there was no such thing as friendship in a drug deal. Every man for himself. Idle conversation is for the fish, not the sharks. The only two things I talked about, or was interested in, was product and payment. Once I introduced them to this facial cream, they were always trying to barter a lower cost. So I used shortages of product to keep them in line. We all became very fond of it very quickly. And it would have been very easy for me to lower my guard and believe the smiles and lie that my clients were sending my way as we shared some harmless chit-chat while we exchanged product for payment. I had invented something called a Mobius weave. It was inexpensive to whip up, and it could be spun into a very strong and long-lasting cloth. And then I caught a break, when one of my fashion designs, a Mobius design dress with a clip in the back, it sold. That gave me enough to open my own lab, independent of my Mobius design company, which ran itself, and remained focused on promoting my own line of Mobius fashion wear. So I could be free to total focus on my other ideas and products. Promoting my own line of Mobius design. It was called Flipwear. And before I knew it, it was hot. Eventually I had people I hired who did everything, so my operation ran itself. So my time was my own. I was free to focus on my new sideline project. I was a facial cream distributor, and my goal was to find out as much as I could about this beauty cream. Ms. Gonzalez kept a close eye on the operation. Every night, calling me from a blocked number, she wanted to know everything. I had to convey the numbers and anything out of the usual, but mostly we just talked. I could tell she was lonely, and so was I. And then trouble. There was a missed shipment, last June. Remember when the lightning strike murders, still unsolved, terrorized South Beach last spring, when I was told that there would be no shipment at the end of that month? I argued with her, but no dice. Well, the clients took it out on me. I had reserves, but I don't know how the others survived the month. Then I discovered quite by accident that Ms. Gonzalez had been going around my back.